What it do, YouTube? MJM for life here, back again, bringing you another live narration on Pokemon Showdown. This time it's going to be the NU tier. Here, as you see here, I got an NU team, and we'll just get right into it. So it's the first time I posted 2 days in a row in a long time. So looking at this guy's team, he's got some interesting Pokemon. Threats probably, maybe the Malamar, maybe Cacturn might also be a pretty strong threat as well. So we'll watch out for that. We'll watch out for Malamar because, you know, after a couple superpowers, it's going to get a bit annoying. But he's going to lead off with the Chatot. I'm going to lead off with my Archeops. This is my Focus Sash Archeops. I don't know if you guys remember this. You typically use this in OU, but I'm trying it out in UU now. I don't think he's going to want to stay in. You know, just a guess. Just a hunch here. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to stay in against an Archeops. I'm not sure what Chatot can do to Archeops. And then also at the same time, I mean, he really doesn't have any switch-ins in to Archeops, maybe besides Furfrou with the Fur Coat ability. But we're going to hit him up with the timer. He's going to stay in. Okay. And goes for Chatter. And I think it automatically confuses this gen, so that's kind of annoying. I guess he can do that. But I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide. I guess I'll play with the confusion. Hopefully we can get lucky. Although looking at his team, Archeops can be a pretty potent attacker. Although, you know, I'm jolly. I also have Focus Sash, so you know, once I get, you know, after maybe a second Chatter, and I hit myself a confusion, so now he's gonna Boom Burst me. So now Archeops is completely useless. But I'm gonna try to get off an Endeavor. I might also want to save this Endeavor for later in the game, but I'm not so sure. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it because I don't know Chatot's base speed. I'm just gonna go for the Endeavor. Hopefully, I don't hit myself in confusion again, because that would be annoying. But yeah, I don't know Chatot's base speed. I think that Pyroar should outspeed it, because Pyroar does have 106 base speed. But I don't remember Chatot being particularly fast, and it looks like he disconnected. So that's kind of lame. So I guess, oh no, he reconnects. Here we go. I'm just gonna click Endeavor again. Maybe something wrong with his internet or something. I've definitely had that problem. And I don't hit myself in confusion, which is great. Knock him down to 8% as he goes for the nasty plot. So don't agree with that, sir, trying to set up on me. That's hoping for some confusion hacks. But now my confusion should wear off. Nope, I just hit myself. So yeah, that's annoying. But at least I was able to get it down, and I'm pretty sure that Pyroar should outspeed. Nothing on his team can take a Hyper Voice. This is Choice Specs Pyroar here. Again, I don't know speed tiers, so that could come to bite me in the butt, not knowing speed tiers. But I think that we should be good to go on this Chatot here. I just don't think it has a, you know, 100. I mean, I don't even know, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have even a 100 base speed, just from my recollection. You know what? We're gonna just real quickly do slash data Chatot. And yeah, it has 91 speed, so yeah, not even close. I'm jolly. He's obviously not Scarf because he switched up his moves. He doesn't have like Unburden or something, does it? No, it's got Tangled Feet, Big Pecs, and then Keen Eye, so pretty bad abilities. So yeah, we should be good to go for taking out this Chatot. And hey, my Archeops did his job. It got up the Stealth Rocks, so we should be good to go here. He does have the Avalugg to spin, but I do have a spin blocker in the Gourgeist, and I'm not really afraid of anything Avalugg can throw at me. Plus, just the simple fact that Avalugg will die to any one special hit anyway. Now he chooses out to go into a Sea King, and the first thing I thought was I'll just go into Lantern, but I know these things get Lightning Rod. Also, will Choice Specs Hyper Voice knock it out? That's another question I have. But I'm not even going to risk it because, I mean, Pyroar destroys his team, and I do have a switch into this, which is my Lantern. I can't Volt Switch because I'll give him a special attack boost, but I will be able to take whatever he wants to go for. The Waterfall is absolutely nothing. So now I'm just going to go for the Toxic. I'm not going to Volt Switch because, you know, Lightning Rod is a thing. He goes for Drill Run. I forgot I got that. But I eat that up, so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, well, I guess then my Gourgeist should be able to take it on. He might have Ice Beam or something. He might be mixed. I don't know. I think Lickilicky's probably the best switch, you know, to this thing. Drill One's not going to do anything to me. And I don't think it has a secondary effect. So yeah, we're just going to wear this Seeking down slowly but surely. Then we'll go for a Wish. As he goes for Knockoff, I don't really care. So now I can basically just go for Free Seismic Toss. Or I can go for Toxic. I might do that because he could bring in the Malamar right now and try to get off a superpower. Or something like that, and I'll put that thing on a timer. You know what? I think I have no reason not to go for Toxic, honestly. I think I'm going to do that. But he just stays in, gets a Drill One critical hit as I go for another Toxic. I guess he's just going to sack his Seeking here. So we'll take this opportunity to get back up to full health as he goes for the Waterfall. That's not going to do anything. So now I can, basically I can stay in with my Lickilicky and get up to full health. I can switch out into something. He's going to go into the Malamar now. And I'm pretty sure Gourgeist can take, well, obviously can take a superpower, which I know is coming, and I'm pretty sure it can take a, Night Slash or something like that. It's Dark Psychic, right? So I'm gonna get off the Will-O-Wisp here. So I think I can take a Night Slash from this thing. I just don't want him to get up any boosts with the stupid Contrary ability, because that will make this thing a big threat. Otherwise, I don't think this thing is too threatening. Gourgeist is such a defensive beast. I almost guarantee I can take 2 Night Slashes. As he goes out to Furfrou, doesn't even want to chance it, and he gets his Furfrou burned. I don't know what Furfrou actually does, but I know at this point I can just, once I switch in Sock for free, it's over. So I think I don't know what Furfrou does, so I'm just gonna go out to Lickilicky. Just because I have no idea what this thing, the Cotton Guard. Okay. Does it get like a recovery move? I don't think it does. Maybe it has rest or something. Well, he has leftovers. So I don't get rest. But yeah, maybe he's specially defensive. I'm not really sure what Furfrou does. I have no idea. But I'm just going to Charge Beam. Alrighty. Okay. Well, does Furfrou get a recovery move? I don't know. I'm going to Wish again. If he, I can switch in my Lantern, so he may not want to go for another Charge Beam just because, he's got rest. So, yeah, all right, okay, cool. So he's got rest. That means he doesn't have like Sleep Talk or anything. But I can just go into Pyro at this point. Well, he's got rest, Charge Beam. Does he have Sleep Talk? No, he doesn't. So I think I can just click Overheat. Honestly, I think I'm just going to click Overheat. I don't think he can take it. He does not take it. Well, he actually takes it pretty well, but he doesn't have. Will the second Overheat kill after leftovers? Maybe I should have gone for Fire Blast. And it does knock him out in 2, so that's good. Yeah, so Overheat did 78 and divided by 2. Yeah, that's definitely more. So now he goes out in the Cacturn. I don't necessarily agree with this. Cacturn typically doesn't run any offensive Dark move except for Sucker Punch, so I should be good to go with my my Gourgeist here to burn it. Now, if he does have Substitute, that'll definitely be a problem for us. But I think Gourgeist can take on Cacturn one-on-one actually pretty well, which shouldn't actually be the case. But since Cacturn typically only runs Sucker Punch as an offensive Dark type move, Gourgeist is actually can take it on. Now, it might have, it could be mixed with Dark Pulse, and then we'd be in some trouble. But I don't think that anybody does that, or at least not yet. But he's gonna go for Swords Dance. Okay, but he can't touch me with anything other than, like. I mean, I guess he could try to Sucker Punch me, but I don't know. I need this for Malamar, so I'm gonna just let's see. I think I'm gonna switch in my Sock here. Because either he's going to Swords Dance or he's going to Sucker Punch, I think. I don't think he would go for Seed Bomb. To me, that doesn't make any sense. But that's just to me. But I definitely need... Well, hold on. Let me cancel. No, because you know what? It's Dark Psychic. Honestly, I don't think I need this. So I'm just going to stay in Seed Bomb. He's going to Swords Dance again. So yeah, that's what I kind of thought he would do. And actually, that does a lot. So basically, he can't... Unless he has Rest on his Cacturn, which would be weird. I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp because he can't do anything except Seed Bomb me. So I'm just going to keep clicking Will-O-Wisp and just let him die slowly to burn. That's what I'm going to do. So Seed Bomb isn't going to do anything, and he'll die to burn eventually. So I think that's the best play to make here. I will be lowering my Gourgeist's HP. But I can take on the rest of his team basically with Gourgeist. So I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp here. Maybe I'll just You know what? No, it's fine. I'll just go for something. I'll go for Shadow Sneak. He might not. Ooh, I don't want him to sucker punch me like last minute. Now Shadow Sneak. And he doesn't sucker punch me, which is good. Okay. That was kind of risky because he could have clicked sucker punch. But then again, I went for continuously went for Will-O-Wisp, and I haven't shown him the Shadow Sneak yet, so there's really no reason to assume that I had it. And as far as Avalugg is concerned, I don't see why I'm not going to Will-O-Wisp it. I mean, Avalugg typically is physical as well. He's got Curse. Okay. Well, again, I mean, this is all futile, because I don't think, I mean, you can curse up as much as you want. I have Pyroar. So, I don't think this is going to matter whatsoever, my friend. But I'm going to Leech Seed this thing, and basically, I just switch into Pyroar, and I click Fire Blast, and then, or even Hyper Voice, because this thing has terrible special defense. So he's going to keep cursing. Maybe he has Rest on this as well. Which again, it doesn't matter because Pyroar. So once again, I'm at a point where I don't see any item, so I'm just gonna keep Will-O-Wisping because if he has Rest, maybe he's got like Chesto Berry or something. Oh, I'm actually faster, so he's got Recover. Again, okay, he's got Recover. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just going to I'm gonna sack my Lantern, so I'm gonna switch that in on a potential Ice type move, Gyro Ball. Okay, that does nothing. And then I'm just going to keep clicking Scald until I die, basically is what I'm going to do, because there's no reason for me to make my Pyro take any unnecessary damage, and he can Earthquake me. No big deal. And now we just go into Pyroar and click Hyper Voice. Don't need to mess around with the Fire Blast missing. And so, I mean, it's Avalugg, so it's going to die. And now all that's left is Malamar. Malamar, I don't think it gets any move that can boost its speed, so I don't think we have to worry about it. We can just go into Sock and then kill it with a close combat. But actually, Superpower doesn't even take me out, which I'm not surprised. Malamar doesn't have the best attack, and Superpower is unstaffed, despite being 120 base power. And we're able to knock out the Malamar and win the game. So that was a good game. He says GG. Let me say GG right back. And oh, he left right before I said GG. So that was a good game. Let's get one more. So I like this team. It's a very balanced team. It's got Choice Banded Sock and Choice Specs, Pyroar to do some big damage to the opponent's teams. And let's see. Well, he's probably going to lead off with the Ariados. The biggest threat on his team, to me, is going to be the Gorbis. Cannot let that set up. Absolutely not. He's going to lead off with Ariados. I'm going to taunt this thing. No Sticky Web for you, buddy. Now it's not happening. Then I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks. And once again, this is the foul play. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Ouch. I'm just going to Rock Slide. Hopefully I hit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for Endeavor, actually. Because if I don't break his Sash, that's going to be a problem. Although Ariados is super duper slow. I mean, I was actually surprised how slow Ariados actually is. So I'm almost positive that almost everything on my team will outspeed it. That did nothing. As he's going to knock me out with a foul play. But I believe that I can just go into Soft and click Close Combat. No, it's Bug Poison, so it's going to take it. I can go into... actually, the biggest threat on my team now, to my team, is this Dragalge. I can't really switch into it. What I'm going to do here is just go into Pyroar and then just Hyper Voice, because again, Choice Specs, Hyper Voice, gonna knock out this Ariados, so get rid of that the Sticky Web threat. And honestly, the Dragalge I think is the biggest threat to my team. So now he's gonna go out into his Feraligatr. I don't want this thing setting up on me, so I'm just gonna hit him up with a Hyper Voice. I think that's my best play here. I'm just gonna hit him up with a Hyper. I don't want him to get a free setup, a free Swords Dance without having to take some damage. And then I know that, well, basically I gotta hit him hard. Basically, I gotta force him to, because I know Gourgeist can take one Ice Punch at +2, or if he's Dragon Dance, I know Gourgeist can take an Ice Punch from Feraligatr. So I just want to get as much damage on this thing as possible. Do not want him to get up a free setup. And if you go straight for the Waterfall, that's fine. And that almost knocked him out. But he is Dragon Dance. So at this point, I can go into my Gourgeist and then finish him off with a Shadow Sneak. So this is exactly what I wanted to happen. I didn't want him to get up a free setup, and that nearly knocked him out. So he's gonna go for the Water Doom move here. Gets a crit. which is kind of unfortunate, but not a big deal. And now we can finish him off with Shadow Sneak. He could Aqua Jet me, but it's not going to do much. Is that Torrent or is that Sheer Force? Are you even allowed to get Sheer Force? Is that even illegal? I don't know. But either way, even if he goes for Aqua Jet, not going to do anything. And then I can knock him out. If he wants to switch, he dies to Stealth Rock. So again, it's win-win for me. So I knock that thing out. And basically, it just depends on what he wants to go into next. If he goes into Sceptile, that kind of will lead me to. He goes into Gorbis. I don't get that. Because I can just Seed Bomb, and I'm pretty sure I can just Seed Bomb Shadow Sneak to knock it out. If not, I do have Lantern as well. So I don't understand this going into Gorbis. Even if he's White Herb, I know Seed Bomb's going to do a lot of damage to it, and Seed Bomb and Shadow Sneak should knock it out. So yeah, I don't know why he did that. He should have went straight for Ice Beam if anything, but he just wasted his Gorbis there. So fine by me. So now that was probably the biggest threat to my team that he had on his team, and now he's got this Sceptile. I'm pretty sure I can take any one move from Sceptile, even a special move that does absolutely nothing. So I'm able to burn that, and Gourgeist is just putting in work on his team. Now at this point, I can just go into Lickilicky and just wall him to hell. So that's what I'm going to do. Go into my Lickilicky. Dragon Pulse is not going to do much. He might have Focus Blast. But I'm pretty sure I can take it. Plus, I can take at least one. I could probably even take a crit from this point, from this range, 88% HP, because that Dragon Pulse after Leftovers basically did Stealth Rock damage. So, pretty sure I can take a Focus Blast. Yeah, I'm eating that up. Definitely would have taken a crit as well. So now I can just protect. Again, get back up to full, and take an extra turn of burn damage on him. Also, limit his Focus Blast, and the more Focus Blast he hits in a row, the more likely it is that he will miss his next one. So that's what we're going to bank on here. Everything's going in our favor. At this point, he can't crit it. There it is, right there. It's just the law of percentages. It's just the law of percentages. So now I'm going to be able to knock him out with Seismic Toss, even if he does hit me with a Focus Blast, even if he crits me, not going to do anything. Acrobatics did absolutely nothing. And I'm able to knock out the Sceptile. So now all he has left is his Furfrou and his Dragalge. And now we went up against the resting Furfrou before, so I really don't know what Furfrou does. So obviously Cotton Guard is clearly what they do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm not messing around. I'm going straight into Pyroar. I don't fear anything Furfrou wants to do. If he wants to go for Toxic, that's fine. And then I just click Overheat. If you want to switch, no big deal. No skin off my bones. Yeah, you can switch. That's completely fine with me because and that did a lot of damage considering Drowsy's, resist that, and is potentially also, what am I trying to say? Well, at this point, I think I win with Sock, so I'm just going to go into Gourgeist here. Dragalge might be Assault Vested, that's what I'm trying to say there. I don't think I can take 2 hits from, yep, it is Assault Vest, so he goes for Scald, gets a crit, and gets the burn, nice and powerful. So I just want to get a burn on this thing. Maybe, he could probably will knock me out with Sludge Bomb or whatever he has. Or actually, I think, because Dragalge's really slow, so actually Gourgeist might even outspeed. So this may give him an opportunity to switch into his Furfrou. But again, I don't care. So I do outspeed, actually, which I kind of expected. He does knock me out with a Sludge Bomb. And at this point, we just win with Sock. So I just go into Sock and just click Earthquake. I could also go into Pyroar and click Hyper Voice and win after taking 1 Scald, I believe I can. But I don't need to do that. I can just click Earthquake, Choice Band Earthquake, Furfrou, even with the whatever ability it's got, it's going to be 2-hit KO'd from this range, plus it doesn't have leftovers, plus it's poison, so yeah. So that's going to be a good game. We'll type in good game. Excuse me, sorry about that. And yeah, so that was a good game. W Miltank. This team is actually proving to be extremely effective. So let's get one more. Let's see if we can go for 3 in a row. So we're up against Max the Charizard. And he's got a Rapid Spinner in the form of Aldo, but we're not worried about that. Biggest threats, I'm thinking really Feraligatr is probably the biggest threat. Malamar, we know we can handle it. Behem could be a threat. We do have knockoff, Choice Band and knockoff for it. We also got Shadow Sneak for it. Regirock's just going to be annoying. It's not necessarily a threat. And basically it can switch into my Pyroar whenever it wants. Which is going to be a problem. So I'll have to keep that in mind. We do have a combination of Lickilicky and Lantern for the Magmortar, so I don't think that that's going to be a problem. So basically, really, it just depends on how we play around, what type of Feraligatr it is. I think that's really his biggest threat, and even that isn't it's not the biggest. It's not too threatening. Because typically Feraligatr, if they're Swords Dance, they have Swords Dance, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, and Ice Punch. And if they're Dragon Dance, they've got Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Ice Punch, and Earthquake. So if he's Swords Dance, I know I can switch in Lantern and hit him up with a Volt Switch. If he's Dragon Dance, I know I can take him on with Gourgeist. So this guy's taking forever. We're gonna hit him up with that timer. He doesn't know I'm recording, but I don't want, I kind of want to speed this up. Hopefully he won't take too long from this point so that we can get a decent third battle in. But the first two battles were pretty good anyway, so if it doesn't go through, I'm not worried about it. So anyway, guys, while we're waiting, how's everything going? I'm trying to do a lot of different things, trying to figure out, my career. I've got a job right now, bus driving. I'm looking to begin in bus driving. So, it's kind of, it's actually decent though. It's like $12 an hour. It actually, because there's it's a union shop, so it's actually $13 an hour gonna be soon. So, I guess there's like a stigma with being a bus driver, especially me, because I'm 23. So, that's definitely not what I envisioned for myself coming out of college. But, the job market is crap right now, so you just gotta take what you can get. And it doesn't look like Max the Charizard is going to be showing up here. Maybe he saw my team and just realized it's just a bad matchup. I don't know, but we've got 90 seconds. So, I'm not worried. I got 90 seconds. Oh, there we go. He leads off with the Feraligatr. And, I'm going to taunt him straight away. He took a while to pick a lead. I don't know what was taking him so long. But, yeah, I'm just going to go up with Feraligatr. Go up. Sorry, man, it took forever to find a battle. I forgot I was looking for one. Okay. I guess he didn't realize he had actually gotten a battle. But he just goes straight for the Aqua Jet. I almost wanted to predict that. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I almost wanted to predict that, but I didn't. But it's fine because I can bring in Archeops on pretty much anything on his team. Well, not anything, but I can bring it in later, get up with Stealth Rocks, and then get off an Endeavor. So that'll be good. So he said he forgot that he was looking for a battle. He might go for a setup. Oh, Assault Vest. Okay. Alrighty then, Assault Vest. Nice. See, that's where Frisk really comes in handy, because now that I know he's going to go in his Magmortar here, by the way. So I'm going to go for the Leech Seed. Now that I know he's got Assault Vest, we know that he's going to be eating up those special moves. So he's probably not, we know he doesn't have a setup move, so he goes for the Fire Blast. I eat that up, and then that does nothing after Leech Seed, and he has no switch-ins to this. I could just go for Scald, honestly, because nothing takes it except for Feraligatr. But I think what I'll do... You know what? Actually, I'm just going to go for Scald. If he wants to bring in Feraligatr and that gets burned, or even Regirock, hope that gets burned. Does it get burned? No, of course not. It's me. What am I doing? I'm just going to Volt Switch out. And I'm pretty sure he might go for Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to bring in Archeops here. Might be a dumb switch because I might lose out on my Stealth Rocks. He goes for Earthquake. Even better. So now I can basically get up free rocks. And he won't be able to spin them away. He goes for Drain Punch. Should live that. No, I don't. I just don't. Thought I might be able to live that. And looking at his team, what switches into Sock? I dare you to find a switch into Choice Banded Sock. I'm waiting. So I'm gonna go for close combat. Regirock is a beast, but I don't think it's gonna live this close combat. And I honestly, I guarantee, depending on the type of Behem, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2-hit KO by close combat. Just being honest here. And yeah, it's 2-hit KO. He has no switch-ins to this Sock. He has no switch-ins, so that's a 2-hit KO. Choice Banded Sock is a big problem, so I know that anytime he brings in Regirock, I basically get a free kill. Basically, anytime he brings in anything, because I'm pretty sure Malamar gets O-code. He brings in the Feraligatr. I'm obviously going to want to hit me up with an Aqua Jet or a Waterfall, but I have a switch into this, and it's called Gourgeist. So once again, I'm going to Leech Seed. If he wants to switch into his Magmortar, it's going to take rocks damage, plus it's going to get Leech Seeded. If he wants to try and ice punch me, I know it's not going to do anything. Basically, I've got the game because I bring in Sock and stuff dies. So once again, I'm just going to go for the lead seed. He can't keep switching in his Mag Mortar, and I can just switch in. I can bring in my Lantern at will. So if he wants, he can double switch here. Focus Blast not going to do anything. I'm eating that up. So now I'm just going to click Volt Switch again. If he stays in, he's probably going to die. If not, he's going to Focus Blast again. No big deal. Barely survives. Okay, that's annoying. But I can just go back into Gorgeist, and I can finish him off with a Shadow Sneak. So he's also Assault Vested. Oh, he dies too. Oh, dang it! I should have brought in my Sock. Dang it! I wasn't paying attention. That's a misplay. That's a misplay. But it's okay, because I mean Armaldo can't do anything to me. He can not. Does it get knockoff? Maybe. I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp it, because after that it's useless. And I'm actually faster, so he goes for knockoff. That does nothing. And you can knock off my item. It doesn't matter. And speaking of which, Frisk is an amazing ability because you get to see what they are. Like I would have never. I immediately knew what set his Feraligatr was because I frisked his item. He's gonna keep knocking me off, and it's not gonna do anything. And at this point, I'm just gonna double lead seed because he's probably gonna switch. He can't rapid spin, which is probably what he wanted to do. And yep, he's gonna switch. So get predicted, my friend. And I can just maybe this thing has rest. I'm guessing that's why he switched in like this, because basically Gorgeist just destroys the rest of his team. So Gorgeist is Fire Punch is nothing. Gorgeist is incredibly strong in the never use tier, and I mean basically his entire team was walled by Gorgeist at that point. So and he had no switch-ins for Choice Bandit Sock. I still can't believe that Sock is never used. I mean Choice Bandit, what can switch in? Like Behem got 2-hit KO'd. What can switch into Sock? But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. And I'm out of here. Deuces.